And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say.
Hey there, Libra. Welcome to Coin Place Tarot. My name is Coin. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your career read for the month of November. Things like the job that we go to, or opportunities ahead, or potential deals and partnerships. Maybe a long-term career goal, or just, the things we put our labor and hopefully our love into. So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it's difficult, understand, I as a tarot card reader, I'm here to stay, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. So think of it more like an ongoing conversation. Let's work through it, both the good and the bad. Follow along with me in your read today, Libra, career for the month of November. And yeah, let's see what the cards say. Show us the card that we need to see, please. We're going to do a time-based orientation type of read. Looking first towards the past, what are the cards that we need to see, please, in the past orientation for Libra and their career? I'll take that, but that came with some caution. Okay. What are the cards that we need to see, please, for Libra and their career read? Past orientation. Okay, I'll take it. So in your past, Libra, Six of Wands, the notion of victory and accomplishment. Okay, so we did the right thing. What is that? Okay, Nine of Swords, the intentionality of action, making decisions and following through. How so? Eight of Pentacles. There we go. So I'll take a wild guess and say that we had a Libra who went for an elevation in their career, right? They went for a promotion. They did what they honestly were ready to do at that point. But above all, they were brave enough to take that action instead of being, on the bench or on standby. Right? I'm looking at Libra right now who, at least in the past, said, yeah, it was totally worth it. Because the only thing that was going to change is if I did. So, if I'm already doing all this stuff, why not just go up? Okay? Down the middle in the present orientation for the read, where the cards that we need to see, please, in the present orientation of the career read for Libra. Hermit, the card of Virgo. Okay. Now, why do we need the Hermit? That's a question. Because, again, every card has its purpose and meaning. So what is the Hermit coming out for? Page of Pentacles, okay, showing us why we need to try. Still need the more than that. Nine of Wands. Okay. So, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry, what do you call it? The ring light is actually very bright in my eyes right now. It's been a long day. Why are we saying that we need the Hermit in our present? Is that we're going to keep on trying, but with that Nine of Wands there, and I'm saying that because they're kind of like, going back and forth with each other in this read. Yeah, you elevated, and Libra, you're burning out. It's the easiest way I could put it. In your present, yeah, we got whatever promotion, we did the right thing. Yeah, it's going to be okay. 90s jump into the air, freeze frame, right? And what we're left with is, okay, we're here now, and we're trying, and we're getting through it, and oh my gosh, I'm exhausted, right? It's like that just deep exhale of this is causing a lot of stress and a lot of energy drain on my body just to get through this. Can this sustain, right? Because we want to try. Right? We keep on putting our efforts in. That's why the Page of Pentacles is there. But, oh my gosh, this is a lot. Yeah, I was the right person, and I know what I'm doing, but it doesn't change the fact that this is a lot. Future orientation. Show the cards that we need to see, please, for Libra in their read. What do we need to see, please, in future orientation for Libra in their career read? the future. Hierophant, the card of Taurus. Okay, what are we deciding with our spiritual path? Five of Wands, we're going to engage with this conflict, okay? Far off, the Tower. Before it explodes. Yeah, I didn't think that was sustainable at all, and eventually you will say enough is enough too. I'm glad you're doing it on your terms before it happens to you. Here's why I say that. Hierophant, card of Taurus. Okay, no matter how much this is burning me out right now, I can probably say, hey, this is my gig, this is my jam, I know what I'm doing, I'm good at what I do. Let that show through. Why I say we engage with conflict is because of the Five of Wands here, representing outward kind of aggression, competition, but more so, hey, we have a pre-existing problem. Now we got beef, right? And I'm not running away from it. I've done what I've done. I put all myself into this, and now we just gotta call a spade a spade. This ain't gonna work for me, right? I'm looking at Libra, who is actually creating a good boundary here. And so the Tower, eventually, we'll come to the conclusion that this probably needs to come to its own end. Hopefully it doesn't all blow up in our face, but hey, that's not our concern at that point. What is our concern is we don't want to lose all of ourselves just to our work, simply because it's either good work or the things that we're good at, right? We already get that you're good at. Otherwise, we would never have this disposition at your start. But with that Tower in your future orientation, you're actually foreseeing the destruction of it, right? And if we're foreseeing the destruction and engaging with the conflict to get there, that's called manifestation in a weird and backwards way, Libra. Trust me. Underneath it all, Queen of Cups. We continue to show the most authentic and real versions of ourselves. But in this entire engagement and convo, understand it's not that you're not giving the best of yourself, it's that you only have so much to give. It doesn't make you bad, it just makes you human. So thank you for that. Show the connective energies. Show us the cards that lay in between all the time-based orientations for Libra and their career read. First, will occupy the space held between the past and present orientation for Libra and their career. Six of Swords. Okay. So, where are we moving on from? King of Wands. Okay, I see. And what goes along with King of Wands? Seven of Swords. Yeah, it was not sustainable. Well, I mean, we tried. We kind of... So why am I having, the giggles about this? First, we start with the Six of Swords. That's in between a place of saying, yeah, I can do it, and I'm doing it, but I'm so tired, right? Libra, what I'm saying is, between the past and the present, no, we were full speed ahead. We were going right for it. We're aiming for that goal. Then we have the King of Wands. I'm learning it. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. I can do right. I can fulfill all these needs. I can do it. Seven of Swords popping out. Who are you lying to, kid? And so we just need to acknowledge that we're tired. And it doesn't mean that we're fed up at an emotional level, but it just means at a sustainability rate, we can't do it all alone. Whatever this is, yeah, you're such a great person at it that probably nobody else around you can do it, but that doesn't mean that somebody should not be trying to help you along the way, right? That's what's creating the conflict right now. And so I'm not saying it's a self-fulfilled prophecy of us taking on, biting off more than we can chew, but it is a notion of just because I'm good at it doesn't mean that it's still good for me. I'm trying my best here, but I don't know how long I can last. So in between the present and the future orientation, show us cards I need to see, please, for Libra and their read. Between present and future, the here and now, and the what could. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Libra and their career. Five of Pentacles. I feel like for the amount of work that I'm doing, I'm feeling left out and left behind. And I'm doing that both monetarily, Libra, of just saying, hey, this isn't adding up. I'm doing way too much things, not getting rewarded enough for it. But also the notion that I'm quite literally starting to miss out on life from this. I'm missing appointments. I'm missing, friends gatherings. I'm missing a lot of things just to make this go through. And there doesn't seem to be an end in sight. Next, Nine of Wands. And so misery reminds us of freedom. Eventually, we just get to a point where if we're going home and just crashing out on the on our bed, then waking up and having a shower just before we go to work to repeat the cycle over and over and over again, then you're going to get to a point where you're going to be fed up. That's very easy to read right here. Yep, you're definitely fed up. Eight of Cups, the choice of abandonment. We will walk away. Sometimes I am good at what I do. And here, in between your present and your future, yeah. If I feel like I'm missing out on life just to say, hey, good job. I'm not even getting paid more for this. Like, bruh, what are we doing here? That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense why we have this disposition. Because again, we ultimately are coming to that conclusion, like I said in your future orientation, Libra, that, yeah, I'm actually very good at what I do. This is a passion of mine. I can do it and I can continue, but it cannot be here and it cannot be this. We're actually anticipating its destruction. Underneath it all, the Ten of Wands, the burden of the reality. So right now, and again, we're very much in the present orientation, Libra. Yeah, the burden right now is sitting with the ugly truth of how long can we make it last? But when we start to miss out on the rest of life just because of what we're doing right now, you'll realize how unsustainable it was. It doesn't seem like you want to take that answer right now, so do what you must. Do what you feel is right for you. But if it gets to a point where you can't enjoy life or can't enjoy even the basic things anymore, then that's the time to reassess. And trust me, there's going to be a very cold and calculated reassessment, at least from what I'm seeing so far. So next, define the major arcana strewn across the table for Libra in this read. We first start with the Hermit, the card of Virgo. What is the imperative of focusing on our self-care? Show us cards that we may see, please, for Libra in their read. First to the Hermit, Four of Cups. Yeah, because if I'm burnt out, then me trying to force that smile, it's becoming more and more resentful, no matter how pretty it looks, Libra. Let's be honest. It's not sustainable. It's tiring us out, and it's not okay anymore. And we don't have to lie to ourselves, and we don't have to lie to anybody around us. It's not sustainable. That's the easiest way I can put it. And the more our dissatisfaction starts to show through, so too will our remembrance of how to heal, and ultimately leading to our departure. To the Hierophant, our spiritual path, while we know it, the Eight of Cups pops out again. I'm very confident that I know what I need to do. I'm out. Sometimes it happens like that, but at least it's on your terms. To the Tower, what ends up breaking apart? King of Cups. And here, since this was a more of an emotional definition, that King of Cups is that we can juggle duality no matter how harsh it is. Here, Libra is saying both and. I could be both very good, in fact, the key player in all this put together, and simultaneously know this is not for me anymore. Can't do it, can't sustain it. Now, where will I go with it? Okay? In a crossing pattern, what do we need to see? Three of Swords, the notion of heartbreak. What is that being crossed, challenged by? Five of Swords, the notion of self-sabotage, self-sacrifice. And that explains a lot why you're having this disposition in the present, Libra. What you're chalking up as to a failure of yourself, of I said I could do it, why can't I do it, why can't I do it? Because all of this excess burnout has nowhere to go, it goes right back in. Right, it gets absorbed right back into you, and that's going to take its toll. So we can either acknowledge the heartbreak, quote unquote, of I can't do it all. I don't know, how to sustain this, or if this is even doable at this point. Or we could put ourselves through absolute terror and say, yeah, we got the job done. Right? It's your choice. But right now, if this is the framework that we're having to address all this, then that conflict is the underpinning of everything going on here. We see it as a personal failure when in fact we just have to be human and know our limits. Resolution. Real cards resolution upon this read. What is telling the space of resolution upon the journey today? So resolution, Libra, we hold. Six of Pentacles, the long-term investment. At first, we're saying that it's all the effort, all the tangible, the material. What our lesson here is, it's about us. The long-term investment ain't this job, it ain't this opportunity, because guess what? The work will still be there, and there's a lot of it. It's about learning how to properly invest into ourselves. Nine of Pentacles, the action of that investment. And how do we do that right? Not just enough to put coins in, but do a measured investment. Once we plan around that, we can take back control. Underneath it all, King of Wands, the ability, again, to do right for and by ourselves. Here's a challenge, Libra. We started out in the past as saying, I was perfect, I'm going to elevate, I'm going to do it right, I'm going to fulfill myself, it's going to work out great. And then while we're in the pathway of doing it, we realize the sheer weight of it all and understand that, hey, this might not be sustainable for me, but we're not in a state to accept that yet. So as we move forward and more disdain, if we keep on coming out on this path, more disdain will start coming out, we'll ultimately come to the conclusion that we're already having in the present. I got to choose me. And choosing me means leaving this behind. The work is still going to be there, but I better do it before it goes against my will and I still leave on other terms. And by that, I mean, with that Tower to that King of Cups, hey, if it's destruction that's there, then I might get hurt in that process. I've already put all myself into it. I don't need to get hurt for it as well. So that's why I see in your read today, Libra. Again, burden's big, but you're showing the best of you. I just want you to reevaluate yourself beyond your labor. Reevaluate yourself beyond your labor. That's why I see in your read today, Libra. Hope this conversation helped. And yeah, go on your terms. And when it gets to be too much, understand there's no burden that's too big to hold and no burden that's also too big to let go. Do what's right for you, okay? I'll see you around. Bye.